Sheriff Jaime FitzSimons speaks after winning a hotly contested campaign. Phil Lindeman, Krystal, 93 News. Sheriff Jaime FitzSimons defeated opponent Derek Woodman in Tuesday's election with 60% of the vote. The campaign got heated and even ugly at times, but FitzSimons is proud he did not let politics drag him down.
You know, I stayed on the high road no matter how bad it got and how crazy it got, and I think the community responded to that.
FitzSimons beat Woodman 2 years earlier in a special election and looks forward to a full term in office with no campaigning on the horizon.
Now it'll be nice to have 4 years to work on longer range goals rather than a 2-year goal.
First on the sheriff's priority list is cutting response times and then building a crisis response team, which pairs a mental health expert with sheriff's deputies. That program will be funded in part by Measure 1A. Speaking of 1A, voters approved that mill levy increase for $88 million over 10 years to support 5 community initiatives. But how will the public know their money is being spent the way officials promised? Campaign co-chair Jen Schenk.
We would create an annual scorecard to just update the public on how their money is being spent and just the services that have been provided.
The first $8.8 million of 1A money is available this coming January. The majority goes to childcare and mental health services. Tamara Drankstveet with FERC.
We really worked hard on crafting a lot of these solutions, and so I can promise from my perspective that I am going to make sure these things happen, and if they don't, I'm going to be real cranky.
The remaining 1A money goes to wildfire mitigation, recycling, and capital projects, including a brand new child care center in Silverthorne. Today, in the price of fun, the cost of an early season adult lift ticket at Breckenridge this weekend is $117, while a ticket at Keystone is $84. The price of a full Epic Pass is $949 until it goes up next weekend. At this rate, you pay for the pass after 8 days on the hill at Breck. Tune in again next Thursday for our latest report on what it costs to have a good time in Summit on The Price of Fun on Krystal 93. Hundreds of skiers and splitboarders have hit the backcountry already this November, setting off more than a dozen avalanches. There has been at least one human-triggered avalanche per day since November 2nd, including slides in Dry Gulch north of Loveland Ski Area and Little Professor at Loveland Pass. Forecasters like to say if there's enough snow to ride, there's enough snow to slide, and Ethan Green with CAIC reminds you there are new options for folks who already have their Avalanche 1 or 2 certs, and what a refresher.
You can just go take a one-day refresher, really focuses on small group or companion rescue.
Avi 1, 2, and single-day rescue courses are available locally through Mountain Outfitters and Colorado Adventure Guides. See websites for more. By now, just about every Frisco local knows about the Pocket Park at 3rd and Granite Street, site of a contested debate last year when residents fought a proposed housing development there. But what about the 14 other parks spread across town, in neighborhoods and off the beaten path?
People really own this. This is their neighborhood park. This is like our little slice of heaven.
That was Susan Lee, Frisco community planner. She led a parks open house last night to discuss the future of Frisco's smallest parks, including the Post Office Park with a trail along 10 Mile Creek and the Triangle Park on the corner of Main Street and Summit Boulevard.
There are some changes proposed with the highway, so that park will change a little bit. It'll actually get a little bit bigger if the GAP project comes in.
The open house is the first step in a 5 to 10 year parks master plan. Lee presents findings to the council before the first of the year. Summit County locals are angry President Donald Trump fired Attorney General Jeff Sessions and replaced him with an alleged ally. And tonight, protesters take to the streets in Breck. Local protesters join more than 900 separate events across the nation, dubbed Nobody is Above the Law rallies. Locals meet at 5 p.m. today at Main Street Station. In sports, all Colorado teams have the night off. The Panthers play the Steelers on Thursday Night Football. And in local sports, brought to you by American Family Insurance, the Weiss Agency, this weekend, Summit Girls Rugby defends its state title for a landmark 11th season at the State Sevens Tournament in Colorado Springs. Phil Lindeman, Krystal, 93 News.